my name's Gabe Zolna. This is the 18th of February, 2018. I want to go on a record and let people know that I have no intentions to commit suicide. So if something happens to me that's sort of unexpected and I end up being in the obituary column, you know who did it. Yesterday, on the 17th of February, I reached out and chatted with David Seaman, and he asked if I'd be interested in doing a little bit of a podcast. And I agreed. I was on with David Seaman on, I believe, 2 other occasions, and I'm glad that he asked me to participate in the podcast. The following 12-minute and 1-second video attached is our podcast. I talk about Google. I talk a little bit about Facebook. I talk about what I believe to be true, which is that the CIA created both of those entities to gather information on all of us. You want to listen to the questions that David asks, and you won't listen to my answers. As I stated at the beginning of this video, I'm not suicidal. I'm actually amazed that I've been able to do what I've been able to do as long as I've been able to do it, because I call them all out. I've told you what I believe is the truth about 9/11, and there's ample evidence that Saudis had nothing to do with it. There's 240 or 250 billion reasons why the towers came down. The Bush family will eventually go down in history as the most evil, corrupt family ever. What Hitler did was horrific, but he was just one man. The Bushes, they go back to before the First World War. They go back to Prescott Bush the first. They go back to Prescott Bush the second, who headed up Union Bank, who financed the Nazi war machine. They go back to George H. Bush, who first spoke about the One World Order. They go back to George W. Bush, who deserted the National Guard and became Commander-in-Chief for 8 years. They go back to the takedown of the Twin Towers. They go back to a corrupt CIA, corrupt FBI. Robert Mueller was head of the FBI when the towers came down. They go back to a corrupt 8 years of Obama's administration, when the whole world knows that he was not eligible to hold office. They go back to the insanity that we were told that Big Mike is First Lady. Absolutely insane. Unless the truth comes out, we'll never be set free. Listen to my interview with David Seaman. You want to pass this one along to your like-minded friends. You want to repost this video in all of your social media outlets. I want to thank those guys and gals that subscribe to ZolnaReport.com. I can't do this alone. And I've said this before, I need you, but you also need me. You know, I've registered a couple of names. ZolnaReport.com is one of them. Another one is The Truth Seeker. That's what I've been about for the last 6 years. Thanks for listening. And again, please pass this along to your like-minded friends. Repost it in all of your social media outlets. Get the word out. Thanks for listening.